Yo, what's up, fam and friends? I want to share with you a spoken word piece that is very, very dear to my heart. So, whether you're in education or not, I hope this resonates with you. Ready? Go. I'm an educator. Been dropping bits and pieces of truth in and out of textbooks for years. So I'm going to speak about a topic, but I won't speak nonchalantly. So let me be clear. The words you will hear will cause some to SMH or BRB from shock of OMG. What I share is not news though, but when you've grown up with no rules, yo, everything is permissible even when the reality is hurting you and me. So as I speak truth, I predict and confess some will love it and some will hate it because it will sound like I'm speaking irreverently. Line to line will deglamorize what we've institutionalized. But I'm telling you now, many will feel that I speak blasphemy, and that's because truth can be offensive. If it showed up at your door, some might be tempted to make a mad dash and turn off the light. And that's because truth is steady. It doesn't waver under pressure. So it can be uncomfortable to hear what it has to say on the mic. So when I address this topic, it's because of the mismanagement of profit, and I see the results of it in our schools. So this is boldly about the marriage of hip hop and its listeners, and the ugly divorce of medley and morals, and how it's viciously affecting our youth. And I told you I'm an educator, which means I'm a warrior, because every day I choose to battle mindsets on decay. From the poverty sedated to the income inflated, so many youth are running a track around what hip hop is selling today. And I don't have to run a marathon to pinpoint why our youth feel as if textbooks are for idiots and the streets are life's real role models. The music industry called rap has cloaked itself in money and fame, all in the name of margin, profit, and dollars. And our youth, man, our kids are strung out off of fantasy, off of someone else's fake life in the studio just to make green. And I see how our kids are sold to this industry called rap. And I told you I'm a warrior, so I'm called to intervene. Because it's not fair to the youth who were so mesmerized by the veneer of the industry. Education is now boring and tedious, horrifying and egregious because of what this industry called rap has given birth to. A life of easy money and half-dressed women sitting on cars and gold chains wrapped around thugs with attitudes. Hip-hop has made fake real and truth lame and chivalry look like a slave. To have a work ethic is now procrastination because the industry teaches you can immediately have it your way. It's all over the radio and all in music videos. Money over conscience, pleasure over common sense. You can have it right now versus, hold up, partner, you gotta work for this. Man, I see what this beast called rap has done to our youth, and I'm exposing the game because I feel like these deadbeats drop heat and start fires that are all too often impossible to extinguish. Because the subculture turned vulture are fixated with props and propaganda and a bunch of nonsense. Lyrics run rampant with words and cliches I would never say in front of my or your kids. But yet studio rhymes and cha-ching dollar signs have convinced these deadbeats that your kids want to hear this. And so this beast called rap has been pimping your kids since before they could even get into preschool. Because they are told the streets are where it's hopping and the streets are where it's popping. And so education feels like handcuffs instead of a jewel. Because hip hop sells rap and cocaine, sex with no shame, death with no pain, money and all fame. Oh my goodness. They're pimping our kids, and for them it's just a game. And I'm exposing the game because if a predator broke into your house and raped your little girl, you wouldn't sit there and watch it happen silently. So why is rap giving permission to enter into your house, call your daughters bees and hoes, and we sit back and let rap rape them and give them false identities? Because of rap, these young men are only exposed to crack pipes and new rides, and the music industry has them convinced that rap and crack go together like Jill and Jack. But the videos never expose them to Jack falling down that hill and Jill coming right behind him. Our kids only see girl and guy making out like drugs and sex keep them alive, but they never show them broken on the inside. And while you trying to figure out, mom and dad, why you losing touch with your kids, it's because rap has touched your kids. You want your sons and daughters to say, yes, ma'am, and no, sir. They can't, because rap don't talk like that. You want your kids to do chores and help out around the house? They can't, because rap don't act like that. You want your family to sit down and eat together around a dinner table? They can't, because rap don't fellowship like that. And you wondering why your kids talk back and talk smack? That's easy. Watch the videos and listen to the lyrics. You gotta talk like that to get sex and sell crack. Rap don't make room for values and sanity. It's not trying to hide its stupidity. But what's so stupid is our kids are being pimped and raped by the industry. And you think I'm wrong? You ever see a kid reading a book in a rap video? You can't, and you won't. Rap isn't about educating or building up. It's about tearing down. If you educate your listeners, they may sever their ties to what rap promotes. Why do you think when slaves learned how to read and write, then they wanted to vote? But hip hop isn't about democracy. It's about oligarchy, perversion, and corruption, which is why most rap sounds the same. Sex, drugs, money, and cars as the topic. It doesn't even have a plethora of options, which is what blows my mind, because we are trafficking in our own bondage. But when we've grown up with that garbage, we can't even tell how much our heart, mind, body, and soul have been damaged. So somebody needs to call the music industry to the table and demand a new language. Am I speaking to all rap? I don't have to answer that. You know who I'm talking to. If I'm making you uncomfortable, or if you wish I would shut up, I must be talking to you. If you a rapper, you don't have to stop. Just quit being so fake in the studio booth. Quit acting like you a king and your listeners are peons. And how about rapping what you know to be true? Crack kills. Adultery brings diseases. And money ain't all it's cracked up to be. If you think I'm fooling, why do so many try and rush to the top only to have their life taken so early? Rap about AIDS and HIV. Rap about prison life and loss of freedom and how there's no field trips when you locked up indefinitely. Rap about how we gate communities to keep the thugs in and the cops out because we trying to mirror what we seen on TV. Rap about homes with no fathers and how those sons are bothered. Rap about the drug houses and how there's somebody, mommy and daddy, in there getting high. Rap about the cold shakes you have when you run out of dough, can't afford the drugs, so you tremble, shake, and sweat all night. Rap about the cremations and the funerals from all the drive-bys. Rap about the chalk outlines and the weeping that comes from families grieving all night. Rap about it. Don't glamorize it, homie. Stop selling albums that kill our kids and you don't even go to the funeral. You push crack, give them a gun, swing money in their face, and send them out like it's normal. Homie, let's be real. Your lyrics kill, your videos steal, and you will have to answer for your actions. This industry is like a genocidal movement giving birth to future assassins. And I know I'm not the first or last voice to create tension around a choice, although it feels as if it's been dominated by one side. That's the whole purpose of this note to rappers, to give people back their freedom so we can raise our kids right. And this is not about us versus them, but it is about right versus wrong. So we can reverse the theme song that doing right is a joke. For too long, we've laid down our morals and values at the stake, and we've watched our principles and truths go up in smoke. And I'm tired of this nonsense, but don't get it twisted, partner. I'm tired, but not worn out. This is just the beginning. I'm like the battle rap civil rights activist saying, let my people go free. So I'm going to fight this heretical rhetoric, and not because I have a platform, but since I have an art form, I'm going to use my lyrics to mold and form a society I'm not afraid of. Instead of pimping these young listeners, which is really child abuse, but you sit them down and tell them it's love. And you might wonder why my metaphors are so dramatic and why my analogies are so drastic and why I keep comparing rap to so many antics that mirror crime. My goal wasn't to make you comfortable. It was to make you responsible, because this controversial parade has been marching around in my head for quite some time. And I don't need applauses. I need people to raise their voices and let the industry know we want to play a new game. Let's switch out players who switch out lyrics. It's time to let the rap industry know enough is enough. It's time for a shift change. Note to rappers, part 1.